Moving forward in our discussions about nutrients, let's talk more about what nutrient density means. I'm sure you all know that the meal on the left is a better choice than the meal on the right. So yes, indeed, a donut, 2 donuts, not a great choice relative to how much sugar and therefore energy you're packing away relative to a lower energy dense meal. We use all of the energy yielding nutrients that we consume to fuel our activities. And we're going to extract energy from breaking the chemical bonds that exist within macromolecules once we break them down. When you break bonds, you release energy. Some of that, actually a lot of that, is going to be lost as heat. Some is going to be used to complete work. So when your neurons are sending information along from your central nervous system out to the periphery or vice versa, you are using energy. When your heart is pumping, you are using energy. This cardiac muscle that makes your heart beat consumes energy. When you are in the situation where you're consuming more food and therefore more energy than you need and use, then you're going to store those nutrients for reserve. That is a positive energy balance. Initially, that energy will be stored as glycogen in your liver. And when those storehouses are filled, you're going to start to store it as fat. So the result, nutrient storage and weight gain. This is true when you are overconsuming either food and or beverages. So that thing that you hear about, beer belly, it is real. It's a real thing. If you consume less energy than you're expending, you will have a negative energy balance and you will lose weight. So what are the roles do those macromolecules have? They are going to make up the raw materials for building your cells and tissues, as well as repairing and maintaining those cells and regulating body functions. So remember, you are what you eat. This is a great little video on what a vitamin is. Make sure you watch it. And we're not going to do that now. We're going to push on. So remember that they are organic molecules. They don't provide energy. Why do we need them though? Because they are going to function to help extract the energy from the macromolecules. There are a whole bunch of them. Each is going to have a special function. We're going to be talking more about each of those as we go through the vitamin section, so stay tuned. They are very complex. They're also delicate. They are very easily damaged. And when they're damaged, they are useless. So you need to be careful in terms of exposing them to heat, to light, and to chemical agents. So we have to prepare and cook and store our food properly to preserve as many vitamins as possible. So this is a little video on what minerals are. And we remember that they are inorganic molecules and they do not provide energy. They are going to be assembled in a very organized fashion internally. So you're going to find them in structures such as your bones and your teeth. They will also be transported around the body in body fluids, and they will also act to help maintain your osmotic pressure in blood and in other body fluids, come to think of it. Many are essential nutrients, so that means you have to actually eat food to get them. And not a lot is known about a lot of them, so many are still being studied to find out what their roles are. Some minerals are actually environmental contaminants that are going to disrupt your body functions. Classic example of that is lead, which will affect both the nervous system as well as your skeletal system, because it's going to affect bone. We know that they're inorganic, and they are pretty tough, so they don't require the special handling, storage, and care that vitamins require. They can, however, attach to substances that can block proper absorption, and they can also be lost during cooking and processing foods. And here's our friend water. Water, water everywhere. It is the universal solvent. You need water for virtually every single physiological and chemical reaction in your body. It is required for all life. Watch that vid. The majority of blood is plasma, and the majority of plasma is water. So it is a medium where nearly all internal processes are conducted, in addition to being most of what plasma is. You need it for every single chemical reaction in the body. You need it to transport material around the body. And it is also going to be important because it removes waste, not only from cells, but also from your body via the urinary system.